Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to Taiko World Cup. This is the grand final stage where we get to see Japan go up against South Korea. My name is Mr. Boo. I'm joined alongside Teasel today. How are you doing?
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm doing pretty good myself, and I'm incredibly excited to see how these teams are going to perform against one another on this grand finals pool. We did see
Ah,
South Korea earlier today perform against Brazil, and they did incredibly well, but still gave up quite a few points to Brazil, ending the match 7-3. So we'll just have to see how Japan fares on this pool.
yeah, no, definitely. Currently, we haven't seen Japan play on this pool, but I'm really excited. Like Peaceful, Olo, and pretty much everyone on Team South Korea are all very consistent, phenomenal players. They're especially like Peaceful is like, I mean, if you play Taiko and you're into the community scene, I mean, you know Peaceful. He sets scores and is a phenomenal player. But I mean, like likewise on Team Japan, you've got Uone, Ciaron, Akumiya, Grape Tea, Saren. I just watched Saren get an unbelievable score in a community tournament earlier today on a map that should not be act, and yet it was. So, I mean, Japan's got some really strong players. South Korea's got strong players, and I think all in all, we're in for kind of a treat of a grand finals match.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on every aspect there. Yeah, just so excited to see how these players will perform. I just don't really know how to properly articulate it.
Right. I mean, pretty much the match should hopefully speak for itself. It's tough to find the words just knowing. I mean, it's a stacked roster. So, other than that, yeah, we're just doing a little bit of prep work here before we get this show under road here.
I think an important thing to clarify before this match starts is that South Korea is coming from the losers bracket. So what this means that if South Korea wants to take the victory and win the Taiko World Cup for 2021, they're actually going to have to beat Japan twice.
Yeah. Because it is with that double elim style, we're going South Korea coming in from the losers bracket is going to have to essentially swap Japan into the winners bracket by winning the first set of points. But I mean, anything can happen, and it looks like Uone with a perfect roll secures the roll win for Japan.
Yeah, Japan are good at absolutely everything, including the
Yeah, apparently they can SS Bancho rolls, so that's kind of rough.
I would expect nothing less from Uone.
All right, so we're going to see South Korea with the first ban. It'll be interesting to see what they decide to ban. Maybe I'm not sure. They're good at quite I mean, they're good at pretty much every skill set. Similar to Japan, I think they've got a solid player for every facet of this pool, but they do go with Hidden 2.
Yeah, quite an understandable ban. It is a very fun map to play, but very difficult at the same time, using a lot of different snappings, different SVs. It's quite all over the place, but in a good way.
And then DT2.
Now that's Olo saying that.
Oh wait, yeah. Hold on. Hold on.
I think that's a plea of request to Japan.
And Japan will probably ignore that and ban something like No Mod 2 or something, or I don't know. Actually, that's probably...
My prediction would be No Mod 6, because it's the gimmick one, and they've kind of lost quite a few points on gimmick maps, but they do actually decide to go for the Hard Rock 1 ban.
They ban Speed of Link. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why. Is it because Skull Kid's mapping style does tend to lean towards a specific play style? and
I
maybe
think this
Japan
is
just doesn't like it.
I think this is like a response to South Korea's score on it against Brazil earlier today.
That could, yeah, that could be true.
Both Peaceful and Olo managed to achieve less than 100, less than 10 100 count. So, yeah, even with that consistency, a single miss from the Japan side, just a single choke, could pass the point over to South Korea. And Japan does not want any chances of dropping a point, so it seems like a very sensible map to ban.
I mean, that leaves some interesting picks on the board still. Uone picking DT1 to start things off, send on life. The Yuta version, in case you're asking.
Now giving the players a chance to warm up before immediately jumping into high BPM.
Absolutely, yeah, that definitely sounds about right. Just on cold fingers, just going straight for it. And sometimes that's the best way that some of these players can perform. I know me personally, the longer a match goes, the less consistent I'll get. So, kind of shooting for a pretty difficult pick right out the gate doesn't seem out of the ordinary for Japan. And I mean, Peaceful, I can guarantee you that Peaceful is going to be staying, because this is just his territory here. So we'll see who comes in to aid Peaceful here on Team South Korea, where looks like Syaron and Saren, that'll be fun to commentate, are sticking for Team Japan.
Yeah, seems like it so far. Yeah, Peaceful being an absolutely dominant player for South Korea, playing pretty much everything throughout this tournament I've seen. So, yeah, who will be coming in for South Korea? I'm not sure. My prediction would be either Denan or what's the other player? Henry 5, I think that their name is.
It looks like J Drago is trying to invite Jonah and Denan, I believe. Oh, and maybe 500. Yeah, no, it could potentially be 500 here coming in. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be looking like, although that was an invite.
Yeah, it's 5 Henry, my mistake. I got it the wrong way round.
Henry V. But yeah, kind of running back to some of those pool picks. Free Mod 2 would be a very interesting thing to see the performance from Team Japan and Team South Korea. I think that's going to be something that'll be quite tricky for both players who are picking HDHR. And then, because I know at least one of these teams is going to pull out the HDHR in Grand Finals for Free Mod. We'll just have to see who it is exactly.
Yeah, I think it's doable as well.
I mean, they still have, I believe it was HR2, which HR2, I believe, was Kapu's map set of Killer Beast, the inner Oni chart. That is honestly a terrifying hard rock.
Yeah, the map puller is really going for it this year with the Grand Finals pull and giving absolutely no break to these players whatsoever.
Definitely. This might actually be something where not just like mental nerves and sort of like tourney stamina, but actual physical stamina may start to play a significant role if both of these teams get towards like 5 or 6 points, or even a bracket reset into the second match immediately afterwards. So that'll be kind of fun. But yeah, here we are starting off the very first point of the Grand Finals winners bracket match here. Some early accuracy issues kind of all around as everyone hits the finishers.
Yeah, Japan managing to stay up in the 98% range. South Korea struggling a little bit more. Danan even falling below 95%. And a miss coming from Peaceful before the first Ki. Same with Danan as well is going to give Japan a really strong lead early on.
Yeah, Danan getting yet another miss, dropping down nearly below 90% here through the first third of the map. Peaceful also dropping yet again.
Seiron does also pick up a miss, leaving Staren with sole remaining full combo.
Yeah, Saren has pulled out some mind-bending performances here in quite a few venues, and this is certainly no exception here, holding nearly 99% accuracy through the last third of the song. Still in FC where everyone else in the lobby has dropped now. Peaceful climbing back up to about 94%. Danan unfortunately below 90%. It is a commanding lead from Japan.
Yeah, Danan picked up quite a few misses in some streams, bringing the accuracy all the way down. Really struggling. Peaceful struggling with this as well. Saren finally dropping the full combo.
Saren actually holding the highest accuracy in the lobby. Saren dropping yet again on one of the longer bursty patterns. Peaceful as well dropping quite a bit, and Danan failing with 82% accuracy. So yeah, I mean, over 1 million point deficit from South Korea on this first point, but I mean, this DT pick is certainly no slouch, and Japan definitely shows their prominence in being able to play extremely fast picks like this one. So it is South Korea to pick now. No break point quite yet. Just sort of kind of clearing the dust and letting things settle here. Let's see what South Korea does decide to go with. They can go with something that's... Oh.
Yeah, it was the map that you were talking about earlier, Freemod 2.
Sick. I love this song.
Yeah, this map is really crazy for Freemod. But it looks very fun though.
Now, this is definitely gonna be an interesting one. It was quite interesting to see during the showcase just on Nomad in and of itself. So, Faputa map set. But
and
yeah,
of course
One is coming in, so we are going to be probably seeing HDHR here.
Yeah, potentially. With the rules that Taiko World Cup has for free mods, it means that because two players can't use the same mod combination, that includes no mod. So we're having to see at least one mod coming from each team.
Right.
So if you thought this map was crazy on its own with just no mod, then some of these players are going to be having to suffer with the mods as well.
Right. You know, I'm thinking that South Korea is going to have at least two mods. I think Peaceful is going to probably pull out the HR. I know that's something that Peaceful is capable of. Olo, on the other hand, very phenomenal hidden player, extremely consistent. And I feel like that's what they're going to pull out, unless they're going to go for the safer route and maybe do no mod. I just expect, because I don't know, I'm kind of crazy, but I'm expecting Uone to probably double mod it, just because they're insane. But if not, then there's probably going to be Xiaran with okay. Oh, and Peaceful's responding with the same mods. Hidden Hard Rock. Very solid work. And Olo actually picking up HR.
Yeah. Olo being a very dominant Hard Rock player recently, showcasing some amazing plays throughout this tournament with the mod.
That's right. Olo is a Hard Rock player. I don't know what I was thinking. I think it was just in some community tournaments I've seen recently. Olo's been picking up like double S hidden plays. So I just immediately, like, tunnel vision to that. My apologies, but yeah, here we are starting off. We've got Hard Rock versus Hidden, and then we have two juggernauts in the tournament scene facing off on a very interesting map here with Hidden Hard Rock.
Seron picking up a very early miss in this map, although South Korea is only just in the lead.
Rona just dropping the double S here through the first third. Only 100 at the moment. I mean, going up against Peaceful, who's currently teetering around 98%. That's definitely going to be the lead from Uone. And Olo, despite having a full combo and a great accuracy for being on Hard Rock, I think the Uone actually missing. That's going to bring the score over to South Korea now. If they can hold that combo momentum that they've got through the final third of the song, this could very well be their point. This is the very complicated section, though.
Yeah, this is very important for South Korea, actually. They have the means to take this point. They're just going to have to hold through it.
Absolutely. I mean, unfortunately, we see Peaceful there picking up quite a few misses, and that's going to bring the score all the way back over to Japan. Ciaron also picking up misses as Peaceful picks up some more. Understandable, though.
This is from Uone, though, if we want to see South Korea taking their own point. But as we come into the outro of the map, it does not look like that's going to be happening.
Olo there actually with the only FC in the lobby. 38 100s on Hard Rock. Extremely impressive. But yeah, that was an extremely close point. Just a little bit longer, I think, from Peaceful, and they might have been able to hold out.
Well, not too much to worry. It is only the first breakpoint after all, and we will be going back to Japan's pick.
Japan might just capitalize on the fact that everyone's still a little bit cold and go for another very dense map. Could see potentially Kobario picks, maybe Beneath the Massacre as well, but it'd be interesting. I'm not quite sure.
When it comes to speed and density, we could also potentially see something like Hidden 1.
So Olo.
Since Uone is already in the lobby, we could see it, but they do decide to go for Nomad 3 instead.
Okay.
Seems like your reasoning was spot on, and they're going for another, well, their first Kobaru map.
Danon now a player for Team Japan?
Yeah, looks like it.
Alright, okay, yeah, so this definitely makes some sense here. We're going to see Grape Tea coming in. Looks like Seron is probably staying for this pick. Grape Tea, probably one of the most consistent players to ever grace this video game, as far as UR is concerned. Seron as well, pretty solid pick for Team Japan here. I mean, Japan's got a lot of solid picks.
Yeah, I think pretty much any player. I think pretty much any player could take on this map.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be who's the most comfortable on Team Japan with these kinds of patterns. Of course, Peaceful and Danon. I believe Danon swapping in for, I think it was
for Olo.
5 Henry, right?
Oh,
no,
yeah,
or 5 Henry on the previous
Henry on the
DT
speed map, yeah.
Right.
We had Danon calling the double S before the map started, so we'll see if they can achieve that.
That would definitely be very strong for South Korea if they're able to do it.
only is this map pretty fast at 256 BPM, it's also littered with loads of 1/6 bursts as well.
Ooh, great T actually picking up a miss on that 1/6 burst. Peaceful as well, responding shortly after, but Danon dropping the double S. Ooh, Ciaron actually. Yeah, quite a significant one. That brings his act below both players on Team South Korea now, so this so far is looking like a pretty decent lead. Grape T missing again.
Yeah, Grape T's accuracy really suffering, falling all the way down to the 95s, but a double miss coming from South Korea just before the slowdown.
Really that was a miss at the same time, and that was a miss at the same time, and then another miss from Danon, I believe, on an entire burst. It's going to be quite a significant subtraction of the score, but it does look like, I mean, Ciaron is about to hit the 400 combo mark. There's going to be a little bit of combo momentum. I don't think it's enough right now, so if accuracies stay the same, and okay, Grape T just, is that a miss on the break? Very unfortunate there. Maybe nerves are a part of it?
Yeah,
it is grand finals.
Alright, coming into the final KI, this is where it all matters. Danon picking up another miss early on. And it looks like the score is slowly flipping over to Japan's side.
Yeah. Danon missing yet again.
We see another miss from Japan. It could switch it back over to South Korea though. And as I say that, Peaceful does pick up a miss, but Grape T does respond.
Yeah, in fact, that was quite a bit of misses coming from Grape T as well, dropping the accuracy down to the lowest of the lobby, but I don't know if it's enough. It's going to come down to the wire here. Hopefully Danon can hold on strong.
Yeah, miss from either team right now could change the fate of this map.
This is definitely going to be coming down to the wire here. But it does look like the point is going to be going over to Japan.
A very close map indeed, though. Only around 8,000 points in it.
Absolutely, yeah, just a little bit of that struggle there from Danon on the final Ki section. Swung the points back over to Japan as they had just a little bit extra time of a combo momentum. So that's going to secure another point from Japan, but that is Japan's pick again. So with South Korea to pick this time, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them, just because they really are running out of opportunities to afford another break point.
I'm honestly not too sure what South Korea could go for here. I know that they had an absolutely amazing score on Speed of Link, so they could potentially take the risk to go for Hard Rock 2. And that's exactly what they do.
Wow.
But this map in itself is absolutely insane.
Yeah, this is not an easy map to Hard Rock. We're probably going to see, yep, okay, so we got Olo and Peaceful on Team South Korea, Ikumiya coming in for Team Japan, followed by Ciaron. This is fairly consistent to kind of what we were expecting here with the Hard Rock players. It's gonna be weird. This is a completely different map from Speed of Link, and now even though we've seen Peaceful and Olo have a dominant performance on that Hard Rock 1 pick, This is a completely beast entirely. It tests completely different facets of hard rock as a mod, and honestly, like tourney skill sets in general. But yeah, this is just something that we're gonna have to wait and see as we're starting off.
Taking a quick look at the map's leaderboard quickly, there's only 5 full combos, and there is no hard rock plays in the top 100.
Yep. Yep. that sounds about right. This map is kind of nuts. Controversial take here. I do prefer this map set over the 7-7 map set of the same song. But, oh wow, currently holding fairly strong Olo there with the double S through most of the intro peaceful as well, although just as I was about to comment on it, drops that double S, Akumi with a miss. Oh, Sierron as well with the drop.
This is looking very good for South Korea so far, but we're only a quarter of the way through the map.
Alright, let's see how accuracies hold on this 1-6 section here. Alright, looking pretty good from all players. I think a lot of the action is going to be coming from the end of this song here.
Yeah, both players on South Korea's side still holding incredibly strong with 99% full combos. Japan, a couple of misses in there, but they are building up the accuracy. They're not ready to give this map up yet.
This is amazing. Alright, so this is when the map certainly starts to pick up and get a little bit more intense, especially in the SV department. So this is going to be testing pretty much how fast these players can read. Peaceful, unfortunately, picking up a miss on the finishers here.
Fortunately, it is only one, and it doesn't affect the accuracy terribly.
No, not at all. Peaceful picking up another one. Oh, and actually, string of misses there on that 1-6.
Yeah, that's causing the score to slowly go back over to Japan's side thanks to the combo advantage. The Kumiya does pick up a miss themselves.
That's going to give South Korea a little bit of breathing room here. This is all up to Olo. Can Olo get through this hard section? But he drops on the burst! Sierran dropping as well immediately after, but that was pretty much the entire burst from Olo. That's going to be a huge score subtraction. In fact, the score is actually leaning towards Japan right now.
It's still incredibly close, so a couple of 100s could make the difference.
Alright, there's the slowdown. A little bit of an act drop there from Olo. Akumi as well.
And the scores are practically flickering.
Oh, both Peaceful and Olo getting 100s on that final finisher. That's going to be just ever so slightly favoring Japan here at the end. But Sierran with a miss. Oh, Olo with a huge no drop. What? Literally the last pattern of the song. The trickiest pattern of the song. Olo unfortunately gets that. Such a unfortunate. Ah, that's so unfortunate for Olo there, and I can completely sympathize with him. That is pretty much the hardest pattern of the song, except for the 1-6 bursts in the middle, but oh no. That must be devastating for him.
That was so close to being South Korea's point as well. Man, I'm lost for words with that one, honestly. It was a roller coaster of a map.
Absolutely. Yeah, wow. I mean, score v2 can be extremely brutal with score subtraction on note locks. And I mean, we all know the note lock system. But yeah, oh gosh, that was very, that could be honestly very taxing for the morale of South Korea there. I mean, they were pretty much in the lead the entire point, given some flickering towards the middle, but still favoring South Korea with that point, and actually um, a commanding performance at the beginning as well. But I guess with Japan now to pick, they have the second break point. They've got a little bit of that momentum. They're gonna pick No Mod 6.
I'm honestly very surprised about this pick, as this map is kind of the gimmick map of this pool. And in all of the previous stages of this year's Taiko World Cup, Japan have been losing on these maps. And now they've lost a point on it to, I remember, the United States, and I know it's happened more than once. I can't come up with all of the examples, so I'm a
Right.
little surprised to see them pick it themselves.
Yeah, I mean, very interesting. Maybe they're just more. Maybe they're more comfortable on it. I know for a fact that Japan has been very vigilant with practicing for TWC this time around for the grand finals stage. So I think that they've got quite a bit of time under their belt on this particular pick, especially considering how tricky it can be. So I guess we'll just have to see. I mean, we're seeing Saren. That is very much what I expected. Saren is very good at getting double S's at songs that are just not supposed to be double S'd. And Duone coming in as well as just a very consistent all-around player for Team Japan. And then we have 5 Henry and Peaceful playing on South Korea's side.
Yeah, South Korea played this map against Brazil as well, and both players didn't full combo actually, and they lost the point to Brazil. So perhaps that's why Japan has chosen to pick this map and try to capitalize off of that.
Could be now Saren deciding not to play. Never mind. Would have been an interesting strat. Oh. One day.
Not too sure what's going on here.
Just a little bit of client issues. It's also a 30-minute intro.
So, not sure what's going on, but we will blame Juan for it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That'd be an interesting storyboard. A storyboard that just kicks you back into the multiplayer screen.
Oh,
Or a fake
South
multiplayer
Korea.
screen.
Perfect. Japan, they're so afraid of South Korea, they're not even playing the map. They know that they've already lost and are conceding the point.
See, Aspire's taking it to the next level, you know. They're gonna start recoding the client itself to just continuously do whatever this is.
Yeah, soon enough, that those kinds of maps start controlling your PC.
Yeah, apologies for the technical difficulties here on this particular pick. We are there was like some sort of issue from a player's perspective, I believe. So we are trying to abort the match to try and restart it, and it looks like that happened. So just a little bit of technical difficulty. We should be getting back into it very, very soon. All right, for real this time, right?
I hope so. Alright, gonna start off with a memorization stream, which One has missed on, but managed to recover. Really sacrificing the early accuracy while giving South Korea the early lead.
Definitely. I mean, it is quite early of a miss, but it is a fairly long string of misses. Oh, 5 Henry picking up his miss as well.
One picking up another one though.
Peaceful picking up another miss on the slightly more technical section. I mean, in air quotes, technical. It's more just madness.
Now we get onto these really crazy, like, overlapping streams. I'm not too sure how to describe them.
They're beautiful. That's how I describe them.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. Very expertly crafted.
I really like those streams, though. Ugh. Either way, I mean, Saren, still, I mean, what was I saying? Hold in full combo. Not okay.
Good job.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Despite that miss, though, Japan are still very comfortably in the lead on this map, and with not too much left to go, this could be their 5th point.
Ooh, this low SB section too. I mean, it is just KDK patterning, and I mean, Saren at the end of the day getting 4 misses and 11 100s on a map like this, you just can't make it up. But I mean, 15 100s and 9 misses from Peaceful, that's also another phenomenal performance.
Yeah, and
really
One coming in with only 9 100s total, unfortunately pairing it with 14 misses. This does mean that they take the 5th point of this match, and we are going to go back over to South Korea's pick, which, if everything goes wrong, could potentially be their last. So for South Korea, this is going to be the most important pick that they make in this whole match.
Absolutely.
This whole tournament, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, this is so pivotal for them. They have to pick something that they're going to be comfortable with. But, I mean, if they lose this, they immediately pretty much all but confirm a tiebreaker from Japan, setting Japan into a match point. And I mean, there's a lot of nerves that come from just that as a fact. And then, I mean, couple it with the fact that this is the grand finals winners bracket. This could potentially be their final pick for at least the year. Like the weight of this sort of psyche fatigue could be very, very heavy. on the players in South Korea, and I mean this is pretty important for them. But it is, I mean, Flame Wall, a great map, but also a tricky map.
Yeah, it is 300 BPM, but the SV is lowered, so it's still playable for both Hard Rock and Hidden. But again, we could potentially see a Hidden Hard Rock.
Yeah, you know, I don't. I mean, it'd be completely insane if Peaceful pulls out the HDHR. I kind of think I'm gonna see. Oh, yeah, okay, and Ciaran actually responding as well, because I was seeing that Uone wasn't playing, so I thought maybe they were going for just a 2-mod combo just to play it safe. But I mean, when have we seen not HDHR from Team Japan on a free mod? So,
but nope, they decide to go for the maximum odds possible.
yeah, with Hard Rock from Akumiya mirroring Olo. In fact, okay, and early miss streak there from Akumiya.
Mirroring the mod combination, but not the full comboing at the beginning section.
There's a relatively dense but easy patterning section here. I mean, it is 300 BPM, and this is Hard Rock. So, or at least Hard Rock for the players on the bottom. Still, the players on the top also get a taste of that Hard Rock, just with a slightly easier to read version of it, at least in my opinion, with Hidden.
Yeah, this map is far from over though, only a quarter of the way through. Then it has still has plenty left to throw at these players.
Absolutely, yeah. But, I mean, taking a look at this early accuracy advantage by Olo and Peaceful on Team South Korea, I mean, they're doing an absolute phenomenal performance right now. Peaceful, I believe, is only behind 2 or 3 100s from his direct competition, Ciaran. Olo, however, I mean, holding nearly... Oh, actually, now holding top of the lobby accuracy. Well, okay, yeah, and then gets a couple of misses there on those finishers, and that 1-4 triplet section as well. Ciaran responding there at the end of it, which I think Ciaran is actually going to look better from it overall as we're going into another kind of more techy, dense section.
Yeah, double miss from both Hard Rock players again. The lead is still just in South Korea's favor, but it could switch back over to Japan if they're not able to hold.
Peaceful doing a fantastic job with a 99 point. Okay, wait, actually, you know what? I'm not going to mention anything. Olo and Akumiya missing at the same time.
Akumiya finding a couple more.
Olo picking up a couple more misses, actually. I mean, the score is ever so slightly tilted over to Japan's favor. I mean, it's really down to whether Akumiya or Ciaran picks up a miss here. I mean, they both pick it up at the same time, and in fact, actually, that is pretty much identical scores.
The scores are flickering between the teams yet again on this map.
Not a single 100 can be taken by either team. Yeah, Olo picks up just 1 or 2 100s. Yeah, the score is now drifting. Ciaran with a huge miss, though. All right. This is the home stretch. Peaceful missing. Wait.
Spin.
Okay, hold on. Oh, they're going to hold it. Wow, they're going to hold it with less than 1,000 points. That's what, 600 point difference?
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. Phenomenal performance from Peaceful there on HDHR with a 5140 or sorry, a 41,105 misplay, nearly 99% top of the lobby, and I mean, with an accuracy like that, they certainly deserve this point here.
Yeah, that was almost another kind of tragic point loss for South Korea, but they were able to just hold it.
Wow. That is a number 666 points. One of my well, it's a good number. Let's just say that.
I think it's a very fitting map to achieve that score difference on.
It makes sense that I guess I like that number given the fact that I just curse all of the time.
Now it makes sense.
That's how I'm so good.
But what's important now is this gives South Korea another chance, actually. They're guaranteed at least another pick.
Yes, that's very true. That's actually so huge, and the fact that South Korea has won that point. I mean, there's a lot that could definitely happen. But it'll be interesting to see what Team Japan decides to go with. They actually go with no mod 5.
Yeah, looking pretty confident in their choice there. It's very exciting that this match is officially not going to be a sweep now. And
yeah, very true.
Hopefully we can see South Korea kind of climb back and challenge Japan.
I mean, I think the picks are going to get a lot more muddier here. Like, I think we're getting into territory where it can be up in arms whether we see consistent performances from South Korea or we're going to see some chokes from Team Japan here. So it'll be... I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be seeing here, but this pick in particular is kind of a monster pick. Phenomenal song.
And mapped by Ananas as well. Very well known for making pretty crazy maps.
Yeah, crazy. Very, I wouldn't say awkward, but definitely different style of patterning. Something that would be better fit for I would say, a DDKK player.
I do not believe we actually have any DDKK players up on the playfield right now, though.
Yeah, so this is definitely just going to be a little bit of a tricky challenge for most of these players. Yes, absolutely. I'm in break moment as we're about to start this pick off. And kind of expected to see Syaron, Akumiya, Peaceful, and Danan on this type of pick.
Yeah, accuracy is going to be very important on this pick.
Absolutely, and I mean, a single choke could spell quite a bit, but I mean, there's this weird momentum where you choke once, and what kills you is the second choke immediately afterward, and now Peaceful and Danan actually double missing at the same time.
Yeah, that was absolutely devastating. Really dropping their accuracies down quite far. Japan still holding high 99 accuracies and full combos as well.
Yeah, looks like currently Syaron is holding a 1-100 play. Akumiya, I think, with 3 100s, unless I did math wrong. Very possible. I'm not good at math.
Yeah, I can say the same for myself.
Here we see a couple more mistakes from Danan. I was about to just comment, oh, and Peaceful as well. Missing on the 1-6/1-8/ who knows. As Backfire would call it, whatever snapping.
Yeah, those bursts being really rough for Danan, picking up quite a lot of misses there in accuracy drop. And despite Peaceful also picking up a drop around there, I'm pretty sure, building up the accuracy to 99 again.
Yeah, currently we're seeing on the final third of the map as we start that, Ciaran holding a 1/100 play. Peaceful as well above 99% act, doing as best as Peaceful can to kind of keep up, but Akumiya looks like a 3/100 play. We might potentially see no more than 5/100s for Team Japan on this pick.
Yeah, it's looking like this was an incredibly good pick by them. They're just so confident on it.
Peaceful and Danan shortly after picking up misses there.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to see something catastrophic happen if South Korea are going to take this point. Yeah, and another double miss coming from them just pretty much seals Japan taking this.
Is that like 13 100s total?
Possibly less. Oh no.
15.
15.
Counted just a little wrong. Wow. what a dominant performance on that particular pick from Japan. That's nuts.
Yeah, Japan just continuing to showcase why they're such a dominant team every year. No matter what you throw at them, they just dish out such amazing scores.
But yeah, that does bring this up to match point for Japan here. A lot of weight on South Korea to be winning their pick. They have a little bit of leeway because they have the choice, but I mean, immediately afterward, they're going to have to win another break point. And we're running out of maps. I think at this point, South Korea has kind of run out of their shoe-in picks, and it's going to be a lot more of a battle to, I guess, try and win back some more points. They do decide to go with free mod 1, clearing out the free mods from the pool.
Yeah, with free mods going fairly decently for them, it kind of makes sense that they're going for the final remaining one, hoping for a similar outcome. Yeah, this is incredibly important for South Korea now. If they want any chance of winning, they're going to have to win the next 5 maps in a row, then win the tiebreaker against Japan, to force a bracket reset and then beat Japan all over again.
An extremely tall order. It might be, to them, a building so tall they can't even see the top of, but something that they're going to have to shoot for here. And not out of the realm of impossibility. Or... no, I said that wrong. Not out of the realm of possibility.
I think again we could see a pretty similar mod combination coming out, having just a full mod all across the board. And it looks like we're seeing Jonah come in for the first time this match for South Korea.
Nice. Alright, looking like we are about to kick it off on a match point with Japan in the lead. This is South Korea's pick. For those just tuning in, And it looks like we're seeing Saren with Hidden, Jonah with Hard Rock. And then Peaceful and Ciaran, of course, doing what they do. No, Jonah picking up some early misses there.
Yeah, potentially the last map of this entire tournament. So the fate really rests onto this one. Jonah picking up so many misses though, with the actually dropping all the way down to 98%.
That was a really big no lock there. Into some more, just pretty much every 1-6. We see some mistakes there being picked up by Jonah there. Peaceful also missing. Ciaran, Saren, and Jonah missing at nearly the same time. And Ciaran actually picking up quite a significant note lock.
Peaceful as well.
Oh, Jonah going back into a hard note lock.
Yeah, this map is pretty much just one big long stream if you can't tell. So note locking on it is pretty devastating. Looks like Japan have recovered quite well. Peaceful, managing to build up some decent combos. With the accuracy around 94%, Jonah just really struggling to get any form of combo, dipping all the way down to 65% accuracy, which leaves the question if they'll even be passing the map as there's not too much left to go.
Oh wow, Peaceful picking up yet another no lock. I mean, Ciaran picking up a couple of misses there at the end, but yeah, that was a little unfortunate there for Jonah.
Yeah, Jonah coming in, doing their best though.
Absolutely. Better than I could do. Better than I could do.
So that means that Japan have won this match 7-1 against South Korea, and therefore are the victors of the Taiko World Cup 2021.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, massive congratulations to them. They've fought so hard all the way through the winners bracket, not losing a single match. And for the 8th year in a row, they have taken the victory. South Korea taking the 2nd place for the 2nd year in a row now, cementing themselves as an incredibly dominant team in Taiko. And last but not least, we have Brazil taking the 3rd place spot. The first time Brazil has ever appeared on the podium, but not only is it the first time for Brazil, but it's the first time for a South American team ever in Taiko.
Really exciting, yeah. And I mean, yeah, just a little bit of a touch up there. For South Korea, all of those points were astonishingly close, and what a phenomenal performance coming from South Korea to really kind of put Japan on their toes, maybe thinking about what they're gonna do next year, because I think the bar in Taiko has been getting progressively closer and closer to the point where we might, I mean, who knows what we'll see next year.
Absolutely, I agree. As it's very often with a lot of matches that we see, the final score never truly reflects the maps that go on. Some of those were incredibly close, with the final patterns making the decision on what point, who won the point. So yeah. I do believe that we should be going on to play kind of do a showcase of the tiebreaker.
Commentator head to head, okay. Yeah, okay, we are bringing it back to see 1-1 from the Taiko World Cup sound team. Very awesome map, song, just kind of all-around god tier map.
Yeah, a custom-made map specifically for the Grand Finals tiebreaker, created by 4 of our of the 4 different artists, and mapped by 2 incredibly good mappers, Fierce and Taske.
The feared Taske.
I didn't realize that that's how it would come out. Was it mapped by Fierce and Taske, or was it mapped by Fierce Taske?
We don't know. I mean, we do know.
And just a quick note, all of the artists that worked together to create this amazing song are featured artists for this game. So you can check out many of their songs available to map on the website.
Absolutely. I mean, Teasel, I'll ask you this question here real quick. Are we going to do commentary, or are we just gonna let the song speak for itself? Like, are we gonna be a little light on this?
I'm not sure with this, to be honest.
I don't know, because I mean, I like the song a lot, enough to, want to listen to it, but we do have a job to do, I guess.
I suppose so. We can leave the main outro stuff for afterwards, of course, and...
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so looks like we will be casting over this. I'm kind of curious to see if we're going to see any mods on this, actually, since it doesn't really matter now, because the result has been decided.
Right,
So,
I mean, well, I feel like there's going to be some flexing done, but at the same time, it looks like the only mod we're going to see on stream is Peaceful, who will be flexing Hidden.
I think another very important thing is to wonder if anybody will actually be able to full combo this map. In the showcase, I think the showcaser player managed to only get a B rank on it. So I wonder if we'll see any full combos. I think my biggest prediction will be Seiron here.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was about to say, I really do want to see what Grape Tea can do, but then just thinking about that, had Grape Tea miss on the finishers there. All of them missing on the slow SV section. Currently, the only 2 full combos remaining. Okay, so Peaceful does miss a little bit, but to be expected. I mean, he did decide to play on Hidden there. Olo picking up a couple of more mistakes on that really, really long burst section. I believe this beginning section here is 250 BPM, so that's certainly something. Those...
Seiron full comboing all of these bursts so far. Never mind.
You had to... At least it wasn't me. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is no player. I mean, it makes sense. These bursts are relentless.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I wonder if this map will be full combo within, I don't know, maybe say the next week. I kind of, you know how in standard you get lots of like bounties for like full combos and maps. If I had
Right.
the money to spare, I think this would be a really fun one to try put a bounty on. See how much someone could push themselves to be able to full combo this.
Hold on 1 second. Is my car being broken into? 1 second.
Another thing to note on this map is how harsh the HP is. As you can see, Peaceful and Olo don't have very much HP at all in comparison to Great T and Staron. So you need to have a pretty low miss count to be able to actually pass this. Despite the miss, Aeron has built up an insane combo, all the way up to about 1,300, with a 99% accuracy.
Alright, so here this low SV section. This will be interesting to see.
Peaceful struggling with it a little bit on the hidden, but that's
Yeah.
not a surprise. Even just these finishers coming overlapping, really throwing off the players actually. So the map itself, in some sections can look deceptively easy. Even Seiron, the player with the insane combos and accuracy, even picking up a miss. Alright, and we're now coming into the build-up for the Ki of this map.
Pretty significant miss there from Ciaron.
Yeah, every player struggling in that stream quite a bit.
Is that 1.6 at 280-ish BPM?
I believe it is, yeah.
Time for Vibro. I mean, Peaceful is still holding on really strong despite playing with Hidden. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how Peaceful would perform on this song without Hidden in the future.
Seiron hitting these 1-6 like it's nothing, including the monos as well.
mean, still holding 4-digit combo here going into the outro, which I think is just that spinner. I believe that's the last object. Holding 98% accuracy. Wow.
I believe that's correct. Only 8 misses coming from Zayron. The next best play coming from Grape Tea with 155.
I mean, yep. Solo. I guess that's that.
Yeah, so with that, this concludes the Taiko World Cup 2021. And just before we end, we'd just like to thank quite a few people for making all of this possible. Of course, firstly to the organizers for setting everything up. All of the work they've been doing this year is absolutely amazing to make sure everything runs smoothly. We have the map pool selectors handcrafting all of these amazing pools for all of these players to play and create a really enjoyable watching experience as well. We also have to thank all of the custom map pool, the mappers rather, not the poolers, the custom mappers. That is kind of a bit more of an introduction this year to really create all these new, different, kind of crazy ideas to throw into the World Cup this year. And I mean, it's been incredibly well received.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that whole commissioning system that TWC introduced for this year. I mean, hopefully we get to see more tourney style picks, like maps made specifically for tournaments, where not necessarily, you know, playing for comfort, but just actually going all out. Hopefully we can see more of that in the wild and in the ranked section as well. But yeah,
Absolutely.
very big thanks to all of the people who helped out with that.
Next, we really want to thank the TWC sound team for creating such an amazing song for our grand final tiebreaker, as you have just heard.
Big old banger.
Yep, created by 4 of our featured artists. That's the term. Yep, there we go. Just forgot that for a second. And all of them, they are available with plenty of other songs from them on our website. Again, we have to thank all of our fellow commentators for being here and making this just a very fun experience for all of our viewers.
Absolutely.
Letting everyone know what's going on.
Yeah.
And the refs as well for being there for every match as well, making sure everything runs smoothly within the game itself. We also have to thank our statistician for keeping track of everything that's been going on, and we'll be able to refer back to all of this in years to come and remember this match for exactly what happened. Because, you know, as you saw with this one, some of those points were incredibly close, so it's really nice to keep track of that. And of course, the most important thank we have to give out is to you viewers. With your support, it really helps the Taiko World Cup and all of the other Osu World Cups continue and just make them such an enjoyable atmosphere.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, just another quick thank you to all of our players from all around the world gathering together to participate in this tournament. We had some new countries show up this year as well, which was really amazing to see. And of course, some very common teams coming in, such as Japan, and showing such a a dominant performance as normal. But plenty of other teams as well coming back to try their best to take a good spot in the tournament and prove themselves. And one last thing to end on is the Taiko World Cup is now over, but in about a month's time, we will be starting the Catch World Cup. So sign-ups end on the 15th of April, and if you are top 5k rank global in the Catch game mode, you can sign up on the Osu website and yeah, maybe you can make it onto a team and play in the World Cup for yourself, like all these other players that you've just been watching. And with that, I think that's we're ready to close out the
Yeah, I think
Taiko
so.
Cup for 2021.
Again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Um, that was Teasel. I've been Mr. Boo, and hopefully you have a pleasant rest of your day or evening or however.
Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you next year. Oh, and remember, rhythm is only a click away.